Hello and welcome back. We're about to see ball one of over one of this clash between Diamond Creek and Mill Park. So, Diamond Creek are batting first. Here we go, ball one. So let's have a look at the field. We've got slip, gully, point, cover, mid-off, and then so the offside is very close in, but on the onside it's a bit further back as he comes in for the second ball, as it's blocked. On the onside we have fine leg, square leg, and mid-on is about 5 or 10 metres further back than his equivalent on the offside, and so is square leg to point as he comes into bowl, as it's wide, short, wide, and left alone. Oh, for a wide. The batsman started to play a pull shot, but then sort of swung below it, and it just went for. He comes into bowl, and oh well, I'm not sure about what that ball was, because he seemed to start to play a block shot and then it just moved away, and so he left it alone. So no harm down from that wide as he comes into bowl, as it's short of a length and it's blocked into the covers. And so this bowler is gotten a good start. He's definitely getting the ball into the right areas in terms of outside off, trying to get the ball to move a bit and to take advantage of the swing as he comes into bowl. And it's again blocked for a dot ball. The ground is starting to get a little bit darker now, but not too much that it would threaten the ability to have play. As he comes into bowl, and left alone outside the off stump, and that's the end of the over. So, we're about to start the second over of this match. Comes into bowl, and short of a length, blocked for a dot ball. And this bowler is bowling left arm medium pace off a very short run up. It's only just a few paces, and he's getting quite good pace. That ball had to be defended off the back foot as he comes into bowl, and it's short of a length and it's glanced off the hip, but just a square leg for a dot ball. And so this field has an extra fielder on the leg side as he comes into bowl, and it's on the stumps and it's pushed straight back to the bowler for a dot ball. And so we've got slip, gully, point, mid-off, so there's no one at cover, and then mid-on, square leg, mid-wicket, and fine leg. So an extra fielder on the leg side for this bowler as he comes into bowl, as it's full and it's driven and it's broken the infield, but there's a misfield and they will get a run. And so it seems like there was a bit of a mix-up there where the two batsmen weren't able to communicate. It seems like the batsman at the non-striker's end just reacted late to the call as he comes into bowl, and it's short and the batsman walks inside of it and so can't hit it off his hip to fine leg, so it's a dot ball. And so in the previous shot he seemed to have broken through, but it was a bit of a misfield and the fielder was not far away from collecting the ball back, so it wasn't the easiest thing to do as he comes into bowl. and it's short, and it's on the stumps, and it's defended, and that's the end of the over. So, we're about to begin the third over of the match. The right arm bowler is coming in as he comes into bowl, and it is short, and it's on the stumps, and it is pulled, but it is fielded there by the mid-wicket. No, the mid-on there, sorry. As he comes into bowl again. It's full and it's driven. It's straight to mid-off, and it's a bit of a fumble, but a dot ball. So whenever the ball is full, this batsman likes to drive. He's got quite a good technique, good wrist action. As he comes into bowl, it's short and it's pulled. And they'll take a single. Well run by those two. The fielder at mid-on seemed to be going around it as if to cut it off and to be more as a defensive fielding measure, but then the fielder at square leg was more attacking and actually tried to pounce at the ball as the bowler comes into bowl, and it's a full toss and it's driven and it breaks through the cover region, and they're going to come back for two, will they? And no, they don't. It's just one, fielded by the fielder at cover. And so I think that was a little bit too defensive in terms of the running. They could have tried to get a second there on the throw as he comes into bowl. And it's a full ball and it's driven and it's to mid-off for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. And it is full and it's blocked away, and it is fielded by the covers again for a dot ball, end of the over. And so the weather is a continuously evolving thing. It's starting to drizzle a bit, not too significant, just about the same level that we saw this morning. Enough to cause a bit of a nuisance, but nothing dramatic. And so we're going to be seeing the fourth over. The left arm medium pacer is going to be continuing as he comes into bowl, and it's short, outside off, and it's pushed off the back foot straight to point for a dot ball. Comes into bowl, and it is short and it's blocked off the back foot. So I thought I saw a bit more bounce from this bowler off his first over, but these two balls were short of a length and they didn't bounce any more than just the height of the bails. And so even though the batsman was playing off the back foot, he didn't have the movement or the pace or the bounce in order to stroke through his arms. And so it was just a bit of a blocky shot as he comes into bowl, and it is full and it's bowled. Couldn't see what happened there because the batsman was blocking it, but he has been bowled. We have just seen the first wicket, and a terrific performance there by Mill Park to get that wicket. It was full, and the batsman tried to play it off the back foot, but he really shouldn't have. He should have tried to drive at it, and so the ball got he tried to play a sort of a leg glancy sort of shot, but the ball got through the gate between bat and pad, and so he was bowled. And so Diamond Creek have lost their first wicket here in the fourth over, and Mill Park should be ecstatic of that accomplishment. They have been bowling very well to begin with, very disciplined. They don't have a lot of pace in terms of actually being able to get the ball to do a lot of things, but they are making sure that they minimise any mistakes. They try to keep it as clean and as simple as possible. And so the new batsman is out there in the middle now, and they're just talking over strategy. And so this left arm medium pacer has just picked up his first wicket here. He does look impressive. He's got a very rhythmical run up. No frills as the batsman is about to face his first ball. So, comes into bowl. It's short and it's pulled. It's cut. Sorry. And they'll get one there. Very good shot to get off the mark straight away. That ball was, again, it didn't bounce as much as you would have expected. It was short of a length. It only got to bail height, but the batsman was able to cut it through the covers for one. As it comes into bowl, and it's full, and he's been hit on the pads, but it's going down leg side for a dot ball. And so this bowler is very sneaky, very wily, constantly going at those stumps as he comes into bowl. And it's short of a length, and it's tried to glance it, and it just dribbled over. The keeper collected it, and dot ball there, end of the over. As he comes into bowl, it's short, it's pulled, and it goes down to fine leg, and they'll get the one run. Again, very well played. He was able to notice the pitch, the length of the ball immediately, and so he got into position as fast as possible in order to pull that one, and so he's judging the length very quickly as he comes into bowl. And it's driven through the covers, and the fielder at mid-off is able to dive and save it, and so prevents any more runs being conceded than just the one. As he comes into bowl, and it's full, and it's missed by the keeper for a bye. Sorry, apologies, it must have been a dot ball for the second ball of this over. I thought that they had stolen a run there, but they haven't. So, comes into bowl, and it's short and it's blocked. Short of a length, not a lot of pace, not a lot of bounce, and defended well. So the wind is still there, it's still quite chilly, but again, it's not enough that you would actually feel uncomfortable or a great deal of discomfort playing. As he comes into bowl, and it's full and it's driven, and it goes to the covers, and it's picked up by the fielder at cover. As he comes into bowl, and it's full and it's left alone, and that's the end of the over. And so the left arm medium pacer is about to start his third over. He comes into bowl, and it is short, and it attempted to glance it off the hip but missed it, and so it's a dot ball. Comes into bowl, and it is full, and it is driven straight to square leg for a dot ball. Batsman attempting to drive it, but leading edge onto the leg side when it otherwise would have been a straight drive. As he comes into bowl, and it's short, and it's pulled, and it's straight to the fielder. It's square leg for a dot ball. And so there's no mid-on for this bowler, but square leg, mid-wicket, and fine leg. As he comes into bowl, and it is full, outside off, and it is left alone. And on the onside, there is a slip, point, cover, mid-off, and I think there's a gully as well. Yeah, a gully. As he comes into bowl, and it is full, and it's driven into the covers, fielded there by mid-off for a dot ball. Comes into bowl, and it is short, and it's attempted to play it down to third man, but misses it. It's a dot ball. End of the over. So, about to start the next over. As he comes into bowl, and it is full, outside off, left alone. Mill Park should be very happy with this start. Not only have they picked up one Diamond Creek wicket, but they have kept Diamond Creek to just 1 run per over, or thereabouts. So very good defensive bowling as he comes into bowl. And it's full, and it's pulled, and it breaks through, and they're going to have to pick it up. And it's 4. Great shot there. It was actually short and wide outside of the off stump, but instead of playing a cut shot, the batsman pulled it, and it has gone down into the boundary on the area of mid-wicket. So very, very good judge of length there to immediately notice as he comes into bowl. And it's full, and it's glanced, and it'll be picked up there by square leg for a dot ball. To immediately notice that the ball was short, and to get into position very quickly to play the pull shot, shows that he's really watching the ball very closely. As he comes into bowl, and it's full, and it's blocked. Once again, the field on the offside is very in, very close to the batter, but on the leg side, very far away, very defensive. As he comes into bowl, and it's a full toss, and it's driven, and it goes straight to the fielder at cover for a dot ball. As he comes into bowl, and it's another full toss, and it's just pushed to mid-off for a dot ball, and that is the end of the over. So, the bowler comes in, and it is short, and it's on the pads, the body, and he could steal a quick run there. Wow, that was very good running from the non-striker. It was short at the body, and he pulled it around the corner to fine leg, but fine leg is not on the boundary, he's quite in, and so it was a risk to call in the extra, to call in for the run, and he decided to go for it. And so gets onto strike again. And the field is a bit further back. The fielders in the covers are about 5 metres further back than they were not that long ago. As he comes into bowl, and it is short outside the off stump, and it's pushed for a dot ball to point. considering how short the boundaries square of a wicket are here at Campbell Street, you do not want to make bowling short and wide a habit. It will be very bad for your career as he comes into bowl, and it is short, and it's pulled, and it's going away. For 6. What a shot there. The cameraman could not pick that up. It just went too fast, and terrific stroke there. Again, it was short, and the batsman, like ninja, just got into position and struck the ball very aggressively, very quickly, very fast hands, very fast footwork, and so he is definitely taking control of this game as comes into bowl, and it is full, and it is pushed off the back foot for a dot ball. That one was a bit awkward because it was short of a length, but it did not bounce at all, and it would have hit the stumps if it had been aimed at the stumps and missed, but played off the back foot, not the front foot. As he comes into bowl, and it is short, wide, and it's pulled, and it's a misfield by the fielder at cover, and they decide to take a run on the misfield and get off strike for 1 run there. It's always a risk when you decide to call a run on a misfield, but considering how far the ball got away from the cover fielder, it was worth the risk. As he comes into bowl, and it's full, and it's blocked, and that's the end of the over. So, new over, comes into bowl, and it's hit on the pads, but going down leg side, dot ball there. And so these two bowlers have been continuing on with their opening spells. This bowler will be coming in for his 5th over now, and he's got just about the same field he's had throughout the entirety of his spell. As he comes into bowl, and it's left alone. It looked a bit short, but the batsman decided to play it full by standing on the front foot and leaving it alone. And so the field on the offside continues to be very close, and on the onside continues to be very far away. And so it seems like a very sensible strategy. You want the bowler bowling outside off, and that's where you can get the dot balls and get the wickets and stop the runs. Bad balls go on the leg side. As he comes into bowl, and it's full, and it's pushed away, but there's no appeal, even though it looked like he hit him on the pads on the front foot, but dot ball there. The batsman definitely doesn't look as confident on the front foot as he does on the back foot. He's really itching for those back foot shots. As he comes into bowl, and it's full, and it's blocked. So, 4 full balls, 4 dot balls. Very good bowling from this bowler. Just got 1 ball to go, 2 balls to go in this over, and it's short, and it's cut, and it goes through the backward point, 3rd man region, and the ball will go for 4. That's the sort of ball we like here at Channel 8, when the cameraman is able to stick with the ball and watch it straight to the boundary. So 4 runs there. Very well played. He was short and he got into position, but then he was able to play it not in front of point but behind point, and beating the gap between gully and the point fielder. As he comes into bowl, and it's full, and it's blocked, and it's fielded by the fielder at cover for a dot ball, and that is the end of the over. We've seen quite a change to the whole atmosphere of the game, with 16 runs being scored off the last 3 overs. And left arm bowler comes in to bowl, and it's short, and it's down the leg side, and it is a dot ball. So we were at the beginning of the 7th over, and it was a 1 for 7, going at just over 1 run and over. And now we're into the 10th over and it's 23 for 1. So almost going at 3 runs and over. Major change to the momentum as it's short and it's on the pads. Tried to pull it or hip glance it, but it missed the bat and it just hit the 5 pad and it just dribbled out for a dot ball. I'm afraid the opening batsman is just unable to get his timing and rhythm right so far, as it's short and it's leading edge to mid-wicket there for a dot ball. So comes into bowl and it is fallen on the stumps and it is glanced to mid-wicket for a dot ball. Comes into bowl and it is again on the stumps, again it is glanced, again dot ball, this time picked up by the bowler. Again, this opening batter, he's trying to get his strokes together, he's trying to get his glance and his drive, but hasn't got any of the timing right so far. Last ball of the over, could be a maiden, comes into bowl, it's short and it's attempted cut shot and he missed it, and dot ball there. Comes into bowl and it is blocked, and that is the end of the over. So we've got a change of bowling at the pavilion end. Right arm over, an average sort of run-up length. The keeper is standing a little bit closer, so I think it would be about the same pace, maybe medium fast, judging by everything. As he comes in for his first ball, and it's short, and it's out. No. Was fielded there for a run. The clapping was for the good fielding, not for the catch. Sorry. Good fielding there saved it from being a boundary, so it was just the 1 run. Very well cut by the batter. As the bowler comes in for his second ball, and it's short and it's pulled, and they're going to run. They're going to take a run, and the batsman was a bit late in making the call, but the non-striker was right up for it, and so he sprinted and got the run. And that's very good batting, I think, from the batter, because he pulled it and he noticed that the fielder was quite far away, so he could take the run, and so he took the risk. That's what you need if your timing isn't right. Just get those runs, the ones here and there, to get your innings underway. So 2 singles from the 2 balls so far in this over. So he comes into bowl and it is full outside the off stump, left alone. So this is the 11th over. We've had 10 overs, and the score is currently on 25. So 2.5 is just about the run rate for Diamond Creek. Comes into bowl and it's full and it's left alone. The batsman for a second there looked like he was going to drive at it, but he decided to leave it alone, swishing his bat out of the way. And so on the leg side, the field is even further back. Square leg is almost at the fence, and mid-off is quite far back. As he comes into bowl, and it's full, left alone. And So it looks like we were worried that there was going to be a continuous drizzle throughout the afternoon, but that seems to have gone, and we've got a nice dry conditions to play the rest of the day's cricket. As he comes into bowl, and it's short but left alone there. He seemed to get himself into position to play the cut shot, but then just left it alone. So good judgment from the batsman as he comes into bowl, and it's a wide ball, and that's a no ball. Batsman tried to have a big swing at it but missed it. And so to finish this over up, he comes into bowl. It is short and it's pulled. But it didn't go anywhere. So it's a dot ball, end of the over. So we've got a change of the bowling at the Campbell Street end. Looks to be another left arm bowler. Looking at the field, it's a bit further back. On the offside, the field has gone about 10 metres further away from the pitch, so a bit more of a defensive field for this bowler as he comes in for his first ball. And it is left arm medium, and he's bowled. Plays on. The second wicket for Diamond Creek has fallen, and it was a rather a very bad shot there. It was short. He tried to play the cut shot and bottom edge onto the stumps. And so congratulations Mill Park for taking the second wicket. It is 2 for 26 in the beginning of the 12th over. The first ball of this bowler did not look that impressive. It was just a rather, it was almost a sort of left arm slow ball, but he was able to get the wicket. And so as the crowd, the huddle by Mill Park disperses and they get back into their fielding positions. And so now the question of what Diamond Creek is their approach to the rest of this opening session before the drinks break. I'll have to wonder about what exactly they're going to be trying to do. And so as he's taking his line, and getting his gloves ready, so we'll finally get the first ball from this batter. Left-hander to left-hander. The field has come much further in, signalled by, I think, the captain of Mill Park. The fielders on the leg side in square leg and mid-wicket have walked in about 5 or 10 metres, and so it's much more of a ring field right around the bat on both sides of the wicket. And so we get the first ball. Here we go. Comes into bowl, and it's blocked full at about leg stump and defended there by the batter. As he comes into bowl, and it is full outside the off stump, left alone. As he comes into bowl, and it is a full toss, and it is glanced, and it's going down to the fine leg area, and it's going to be picked up just before the boundary, and they'll get one run. So the batter certainly tried to whip it down for a boundary, but just wasn't able to get enough speed on the ball, and so the ball just didn't have enough energy to make it all the way. As it comes into bowl, now to the right hand batsman at number 3, and it's full at the stumps, defended, dot ball. Very good opening ball over for this bowler as he comes into bowl, and it hits the pads, but going down the leg side, so it's a dot ball there, end of the over. So the number 4 batter is just taking his crease now, and so we can start this next over. This will be the second over from this bowler, bowling at the pavilion end. The field is much closer, just like it was in the previous over, and so everyone's walked in about 5 metres, or maybe even 10 metres, and so they obviously don't think this guy will be penetrating the covers with his stroke play as he comes into bowl, and it is short of a length. Attempted to glance it straight to mid-wicket for a dot ball. As it comes into bowl, and it is short, and it is down the leg side, and it is a dot ball. Batsman did not attempt to play at that one. There's a bit of a gap at extra cover, which the batsman could go for, or if he tried to hit it straight, because mid-off is quite wide. As it comes into bowl, and it is down the leg side again, attempted leg glance, but missed it, dot ball. So 3 dot balls so far in this over. The momentum that Diamond Cricket picked up from their 3 overs of big scoring has gone away, and the run rate is heading towards 2 as he comes into bowl, and it's full, and it's glanced, and it is fielded there by square leg. As he comes into bowl, and it is down the leg side again, and wide there. So the umpiring is quite considerate. You have to really bowl a very bad ball to be called for a wide or a no ball. As he comes into bowl, and it is a full, short and wide, attempted to cut it, but instead just pushed it into the covers for a dot ball. Comes into bowl, and it is full, and it is attempted leg glance, but he walked inside of it, and so it went to the keeper to dot ball, end of the over. Dot ball there. It was short, down the leg side, attempted to play the pull shot, but the batter missed. Comes into bowl. And it is full. It's outside the off stump, driven, but a leading edge, straight back to the bowler, dot ball. Comes into bowl. It's short, and it's attempted to pull shot, but missed it, and it hit the pads, but going over, dot ball. Now the sun has come out, a bit of a gap in the clouds, very nice. It's nice and sunny now as he comes into bowl, and it is left alone outside the off stump. And so now, even though it's mostly cloudy, mostly patches of light and dark grey, bit of white, a lot of blue now in the sky as well. As he comes into bowl, it's short and it's pulled. And it is out and caught by the fielder at square leg. The batsman tried to get into position to play the pull shot, but just hauled out to the fielder at square leg. So the third wicket has fallen for Diamond Creek. So now Diamond Creek are really in a bit of a problem. They are 3 for 28. We are in the 14th over, so their run rate is just 2 runs per over, and they have lost their third wicket. And the Mill Park team, as their huddle breaks up, they would be very happy with their position right now. It's not long to go before the drinks break, before the first quarter of the day's play is over, and Diamond Creek have lost 3 of their best, and they do not have a lot of runs on the board. And so comes into bowl, and it is full and it is blocked, and that is the end of the over. So the bowler is going to continue to get her ball his third over here. Now it is very sunny, it is very bright outside. It's lovely, lovely conditions. And the Mill Park team has decided to bring in a fine leg. So now there are 4 fielders on the leg side, mid-on, mid-wicket, square leg, and a short fine leg. As the bowler comes into bowl for his first ball. Dot ball. Short of a length, had to duck out of the way. And then on the offside you have a slip, sort of gully, sort of backward point, then you have a point, and then you have a mid-off. Comes into bowl, defended there. So with the fielder at slip and gully and point, it means that there are 3 fielders very close to the batsman behind square, but then she comes into bowl as it's a block, hits the pads, but it's a dot ball there, picked up by the fielder at mid-wicket. And then in front of square on the offside, there's just the one, which is an extra covery sort of mid-off. Other than that, there is runs on the offside to be had by playing the cover drive. She comes into bowl, and it's attempted to play the cut shot, but it's a dot ball. Well, Mill Park will think that they are in a very good position here. The run rate is continuing to decrease, and Diamond Creek wickets keep falling as he comes into bowl, and it is blocked. As he comes into bowl, and it is left alone outside the off stump, and that's the end of the over. A maiden. Comes into bowl. It's full. It's at the stumps or outside the off stump, and it is pushed away for a dot ball. As it's bowled, and it is a drive, and it's over the head, and that is 4 runs there. Very aggressive shot, very good shot. He got underneath it and he hit through the line of the ball. So, comes into bowl, and it is pushed away off the back foot. As he comes into bowl, and it's played and miss, played and miss for a dot ball. As he comes into bowl, and it is short, and it is wide, and is left alone. Another dot ball. So let's have a look at the wickets that have fallen. Kearney went out for 1, Evans 4, Jackson Bellingham 18 as he comes into bowl, and it is a full, and it's driven straight to mid-off for a dot ball. The bowler tried to dive and stop it, but it went to mid-off for a dot ball. End of the over. So we are coming into the 17th over. Score is 33 for 3. Diamond Creek scoring at about 2 runs and over, having lost 3 batters, their opening batsman and their number 3 batsman, their captain. As he comes into bowl, down the leg side, tried to play the leg lance, dot ball. So the 2 batsmen in currently are Keenan Carr and Will Jones, having lost the openers of Kearney and Evans and the number 3 batsman of Bellingham. As comes into bowl, and it is again down the leg side, and they're going to pick up just before the that's a bye. So a very strange event there, where keeper just missed it, and so okay, so now the right hand is on strike, comes into bowl, and whoa, short, tried to play it off the back foot, but it bounced a bit more than he thought, so we had to really adjust to make sure that it got into the ground. A dot ball there. Comes into bowl, and it is late cut, and it's going down to the third man wicket boundary, 4-4. Very well played there, very good shot. He judged the length of it very quickly. He was able to get into position, he waited for the ball at the right moment, he cut it, and it went through the area of the gully, and it went down straight to the third man boundary for 4. So we have seen plenty of boundaries so far from very aggressive strokes from the Diamond Creek batters. They just keep losing wickets at the wrong time as he comes into bowl, and it is driven but straight to the fielder at point for a dot ball. So the batter on strike currently is certainly hitting them very well as he comes into bowl. And end of the over there. Good over there for Diamond Creek. Into bowl, and it is blocked there. It was at the stumps and just defended away. So pretty comfortable position that Mill Park are fielding in terms of this bowler. Very accurate bowling as he comes into bowl, and again it's a defended. As he comes into bowl, and it's defended for a dot ball. Certainly they can afford to have a much closer infield for this bowler, and they do. They have a short cover as he comes into bowl, and it's blocked again, and it was an edge, but it was a thick edge, and it went picked up by the gully for a dot ball. As he comes into bowl, and it's on the pads, and he attempts to leg glance it, and it gets picked up by the fielder at square leg, and they don't go for a run. So that is the end of the over.